All right, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how I got this look. Now, I know I'm looking a little out of character. Not necessarily out of character, you know what I mean? I look a little pink, okay? I don't know why I felt the need to wear a pink shirt with this, but you get the, anyway. We're going to the aughts, okay? That is what this look is inspired by, okay, like late 90s, early 2000s, you know, like when Britney Spears from, is it Baby One More Time? You know, the video with Britney Spears, that thing, Alexia Wheaton. You guys remember Alexia Wheaton? Holy crap. But this was inspired more so by Alexia Wheaton, even though it's a little more purple than what she did. I kind of put my own little spin on it, just kind of, it's just like a look I wanted to do inspired by the late 90s, early 2000s makeup that we all loved at the turn of the millennium. Turn of the millennia. At the turn of the millennia. Which one do you use there? I don't get it. Back when Delia's was cool. Back when everybody wanted to look like futuristic almost, when like Xenon was popular, the future was in fashion. You know, when all those puffy dresses that didn't have sleeves, they were silver, they kind of looked like spacesuits. And we all thought they were cool. Why did And you know those little clippies that looked like butterflies? You got them from Limited Too. And then, of course, the holographic makeup. And I'm saying it's holographic even though it's technically not holographic. But for whatever reason, like lately, we've been calling it holographic. But it's not. It's just duochrome and sheer. I did have a lipstick that kind of reminded me of this. And it was made by, I want to say Revlon, but for some reason I know that's wrong. It was in a clear tube. It was shaped like those bite lipsticks. You know, the multi-sticks that are flat on top. It was shaped like that. It was in a clear tube and it was like iridescent blue and purple. Iridescent. That's the word we're looking for. Now that that's settled, I'm gonna do this look. It's definitely like more pretty than I'm used to, but I've just been really wanting to do a look like that. I just wanted to do my makeup today the way that I would do it if I could go back in time and do my makeup in the early 2000s, knowing what I know today about makeup and having the collection that I have today. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna do like the white iridescent, purpley blue, iridescent highlight, pink blush, bluish iridescent lipstick on top of pink. I remember like a long time ago thinking I could just put the purple lipstick on and put some white eyeliner on and maybe some roll-on glitter from Limited Too, and thinking I was like, this looks amazing. And silver jumpsuit with a hood on it. I do have pictures of this. If I can find them. Let's not talk about it. Everybody was so into that like futuristic theme for like 5 minutes. It was the millennium. It was like the turn of the millennium, or turn of the millennia. The new millennium was upon us, and everybody was getting into like that futuristic like mindset. They're like, ooh, we're gonna be in the 2000s. Nobody will ever be able to say that for like another 982 years. It was fun, and this is probably some of the most fun I've had doing a tutorial ever here on my channel. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get started. So first I'm just gonna prime my eyes, and when I'm using this palette that I'm about to use, I do not set my eye primer. It's very important that I don't, or otherwise the shadow just falls right off my lid. So I'm gonna first go into Unicorn from the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette, and I'm gonna pack that all over my eyelid, and I do end up wetting it. It's just, this eyeshadow, it's just the absolute trash. This eyeshadow is terrible. It is one of a few duds in this palette, most of them being shimmers, but anyway, I just did my best to build it up and probably used about 1/4 of what's in that pan in the process. This eyeshadow stings the crap out of my eyes, burns my eyes. Yeah, going into the Kylie palette, using another one of those duds. But for whatever reason, like, I haven't met a brand, or I haven't bought anything from a brand that can get these shadows right. This iridescent shadow, it's really hard to get right apparently, because this one just turns into a big gummy mess, but I'm gonna use it anyway because I just don't have a whole lot of shades like this, and that's what I want to use for this freaking look. So anyway, using this e.l.f. smudger brush, and I'm making sort of a wing. I do end up cleaning up the edge of it towards the end, and you'll see that, but I'm just running that across my lash line and making like kind of a messy wing to just give some purple iridescence to that part of my eye. That's what I have so far. And then I'm gonna go into the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette into this white shade. This is such a pretty eyeshadow. If anything, they got this iridescent shadow right. This is more of a duochrome in my opinion, but it does give that white iridescence that I'm looking for, that early 2000s look that I don't know, is so nostalgic to me. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation, to be perfectly honest, because I have nowhere to go when I'm doing this makeup look because I've been sick all week. And it is the cheapest foundation I own, so I don't want to use any of my other foundations that cost more because duh. Then I'm gonna do quite a bit of concealer under my eyes. I really want to brighten this area up, and I'm of course going to use the only concealer that I own is the Born This Way concealer. Trust me, if I owned something cheaper I would use that because again, I don't have anywhere to go when I'm putting this look on except the internet. I'm gonna set that with some powder. I believe I was just using the RCMA no color powder just to, you know, set that a little bit. The foundation itself doesn't really need to be set, and I don't want to set it too much because it ruins the finish of that foundation when you set it with too much powder. I'm gonna go under the eye with the same purple iridescent shade, that Kylie Jenner shade that's just, you know, garbage. But yeah, I'm gonna use it anyway, dig the crap out of it. Like I had to like shovel it out of that pan just to get it to build up onto my eye. I mean, that's just how it is though. That's why I kind of used it for this liner look, because using it to build on top of your lid, pointless. And then I'm gonna use the NYX Milk pencil. I'm gonna put that in my waterline because that's probably what I would have done when I was like 12, 13, getting into makeup and I had that Wet n Wild white eyeliner that had chunks of glitter in it. Let's just stop talking about that. Anyway, then I'm gonna put on a pinky. I was going for like a more purpley look, but I just started with like a My Lips But Better lip pencil. I believe this one's by NYX. I'll link in the description box exactly which one it is, which color it is. But I just did that, and then I went back in and cleaned up the wings on my eye look because I thought that the wings just it wasn't speaking to me like I thought it would. Then I'm gonna go into this Bite Beauty Agave lip mask, that shimmery shade, and it still was just not quite what I was looking for, so I do fix that a bit with, well, you'll see here in just a second. And of course I'm gonna use some bronzer because everybody used bronzer in the early 2000s, like that was the thing, so I'm gonna bronze the crap out of my face. Gonna go into this NYX blush palette, mix those two shades together, and put some cool toned pinkiness on my cheeks before I go into the Wet n Wild Gothographic highlighter, the blue one, or it's not blue, but it's iridescent and it has a blue shift to it. So I figured it would go perfectly with this look, and lo and behold, it did. Look at that, perfection. So of course I'm gonna pat that BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival, that white shade in the palette. I'm gonna pat that all over my lips because it wasn't giving me like the shiny holographic look I was going for, and I really just wanted the lips to sort of mimic what was on the eyes, not too much, but in so doing this, it just, my teeth end up looking yellow, but it is what it is. I can't wear certain purples without my teeth looking yellow. It's kind of weird. Usually like lavender shades make my teeth look yellow, which nothing else does, but you know, there it is, the finished look. Millennium makeup. Alright, I hope you all liked this video. I'm actually thinking about making this a series where I just do looks from the late 90s, early 2000s, and maybe I'll call it I'll think of a name. I'll think of a name and it'll be the title. That's what the series will be. Keep an eye out for the tutorial I am planning on doing for Nina Persson. It's a Swedish name. If y'all wonder why I like obsess over pronunciation and syntax and all that crap, it's because I have an English degree. That's why. Yeah. If you made it through this tutorial, and if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, because why not? If you're not a subscriber and you want to be, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm on there. It is Macy. So anyway, I'll see you next time. Later.